they call me. Live again, live and direct. Big A, let's wrap this up. I have to catch Nick Fuentes. Yeah, thanks for penciling me in between Tucker and Nick. You're big too. I appreciate that. Just a little bit of seasoning, you know? The same politics, but like in a different format. No, I appreciate that. You see Squeaks' crazy Garen steal? Give me a link. I saw on Twitter. I haven't seen the video. Honestly, they're in their final game now. I was gonna react to it. No one's a better league caster than me, folks. Nobody better than me. I might take a quick squeak at it. But I want the clip. By the way, yeah, Melody Wright stood me up today and said she had to practice for League of Legends. I got the same excuse as Squeaks, bro. Everyone's fucking destroying my content for League. No, she moved it to tomorrow. If you must know, the Melody Wright interview, because she's East Coast time, 4 o'clock was a little too late for her, so we're doing noon my time, 3 p.m. her time tomorrow. And that'll be perfect because I am doing Monkey Ball at 2. So let me see this clip. Let's see this clip. Let's see what fucking Squeaks did here. Squeaks saves the game. I don't know Squeaks' league experience. What is Squeaks' league experience going into this tournament? Does he have a lot of hours? Zero. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's see. What do we have here?
And then just go crazy. Use everything.
Why is it on 2x speed? What am I, a fucking brain rotted zoomer?
I was gonna say.
Okay.
5v4. Fight no matter what. We're fighting no matter what, even if they get it.
Oh! Nice! The steal!
Squeaks, you won the game!
You won the actual. Oh my god! I can't
Push
believe
mid,
that
push
fucking
mid.
happened.
Did he? Yeah, his face is so blank. Did he even know what he was doing?
No matter what. We're fighting no matter what, even if they get it.
No!
Yes. I don't think he even knew he hit the dragon, bro. I think he misclicked. Wait, that's actually so heat. That's actually so heat. He wasn't even trying to steal it.
5v4. Fight no matter what. We're fighting no matter what, even if they get it.
That's awesome. Wait, that's awesome. You can actually tell he's like attack moving and it just hits the dragon first. Wait, that's incredible. That's really good. Atrioc, I heard your dad got yelled at by a pit boss. Wait, how did you hear that? In what world would you hear that my dad got yelled at by a Vegas pit boss? How did that get back to you? That just happened. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. My dad was playing craps or something with my little brother, and he threw the dice and it kept going out. He threw it too strong. And so the dice kept going out of the thing. And then the pit boss like yelled at him. How did you know that? There's literally no, I've never told that, and no one else in my family should have a fucking Twitch channel. That's crazy. I don't even know. I don't understand how that could have gotten back to you. Maxwell, thank you for the 29 months. Another day, another depression, but we stay grinding. You know what they say about depression? You got to grind your way out of it. Actually, that may be true, honestly. I'm no expert on. Maybe you do have to put in the effort. Maybe you gotta, I don't know. I'm not a psychologist, bro. Let me tell you. The trick to getting out of depression is to increase your intake of Big A clips and League of Legends. I think are the two big things. I was trying to learn craps from a friend and they told me the story. So it's spreading by word of mouth? was like 2 people at that table. That's crazy. This is actually genuinely crazy that you knew that my dad got yelled at by a pit boss. This is like 4 days ago. I mean, this is so recent. That's so recent. That's like a Nardewar-esque thing. You'd have to identify my dad based on. That's so wild to me. It's common knowledge. Yeah, I guess so in a way. Hey, can someone inform me on this League of Legends thing? Is this the last game? Like, I kind of want to. I'm not going to watch a bunch of games, but I kind of want to poke in on this one a little bit. And it's the tiebreaker, last round. Yeah, maybe I'll just give it a quick peek because it is always funny to watch noobs level League of Legends. It always makes for a good game, almost always. So, wait, is this tiebreakers for third? Wait, who's the finals? Who's the fucking winner? Could you add 1 or 2 more takeaways, like the 6 or 7 main takeaways? I get what you're doing, but I've narrowed it down to 5. The 5 takeaways of the Trump Xi Jinping summit, or the 5 things that they're kind of trying to come to terms on, the big debate points. No need for 6, 7 in this situation, I think. No need for 6, 7. So I'll talk about that in just a second. We'll get to that in a second. I think it's pretty good, Lil Prez, and obviously a very important moment in geopolitics. I went to a careers in sport job expo at Chase Center, and 2/3 of the booth started with, "Well, we're not actually taking anyone on right now." So instead of any company, I got together with a few guys, including one big A viewer, and I'm going to join their sports writing passion project for no money. Based. Based. No money's a tough thing, but you're in on the ground floor of something cool with people you like, talking about things you're interested in. At the very least, maybe you'll I don't know, learn something, make something interesting, get better at making something interesting. Maybe the practice is what you need. I mean, I did all sorts of shit like that for esports, especially. I did so much free esports writing, and all of it amounted to $0 fucking dollars, but I met a lot of people and made some connections and ended up leading to the job that I got. It's not crazy. Either you make friends or you make a connection or you make a job. You know, it's hard to go super wrong. Dog, you were living off scraps because of esports? I was, yeah. I was eating a fucking, as I said, 1 Carl's Jr. burger per day was my meal for a while. For like, I don't know, 7 months, 6, something like 6, 7. I thought it was 1 Jimmy John sub. That's college. In college, it was 1 Jimmy John sub not because I didn't have the ability to get more food, but because that was the only, DoorDash didn't exist at the time. Legitimately. It was because DoorDash didn't exist and Jimmy John's was the on-campus cheap ordering. And I played League of Legends all day 24/7. It was less about finances than it was about complete laziness. Are you going to watch the new Boys app? I have some terrible news for you. We already watched it. You missed it. I mean, you can watch the recorded VOD, I think. I met with a speaker of a seminar with suspicious kid trying to sell me something. Turns out he's trying to be helpful. Well, did I tell you guys about these cool new knife sets I have? Oh, you've been converted. Damn, you were born before DoorDash and before cell phones, even before Pokemon. Shaiish. Yes. Yes, I was. Many people in this chat were born before these things. Almost all of them were born before DoorDash. Most were before, I wasn't born before cell phones, but I was born before smartphones. You were born before DoorDash. How did you survive? Sometimes I DoorDash to afford DoorDash. That's that doesn't make sense. You could just save the money and drive if you're going to drive anyway. Everyone is delivering food so they can order food delivery. That's the future economy. You were born before cordless phones. No, I was not. Cordless phones were existing when I was born. I'm older than YouTube. Yeah. Most people here are older than YouTube. YouTube is 2005. Maybe some people aren't, but most people here are born before 2005. Mm. Not me, 2006, baby. 2006, 2007. I remember early YouTube shit, the algo also bangs. No, early YouTube algo didn't bang. There was barely any algo at all. It, it would not hold up, bro. It was good for the time, but I don't think it would hold up. It's not like it's like those were all-time brilliant classics we've never been able to match. All you needed was LimeWire. I'm peak LimeWire age. LimeWire was good in the era of like the iPod, just because you had to make your own songs, like playlists and stuff, and you didn't want to pay for it, and that all tracks. I mean, it was very good. There was still a lot of problems. Like you would be like searching for the new Eminem album, and it would be like Slim Shady LP, high quality. Download. You download it, it's like porn or something. Or it would be like Britney Spears. Like they would just troll you. Like Lime or a virus. Yeah, like they would just. There was a lot of problems. Using LimeWire to download LimeWire Pro Gigasmog. Actually, it is so funny you mentioned that because so many people would say that like it was the fucking ultimate hacker move. The internet was the Wild West. Yeah, it was cool. I remember forums. Forums were really cool. Forums were like the perfect mix of some of the benefits you get now from social media without all the downsides. They were like less algorithmically driven. You'd still make human connections. Forums were also the origins of some of the worst stuff on the internet. Yeah, true. But in a way, that's humans. It's like, did forums cause that? Or did the fact that humans, there's pieces of shit, They just exist. GameFAQs was the shit. Dude, I used to be, I was part of, as I mentioned, I did 2 tours in the console wars on the GameFAQs forums, where I fought ride or die for Nintendo against the PlayStation and Xbox fanboys. I spent fucking days, hours after school, arguing with strangers who were much older than me when you think about it, on forums over why my company's console was going to make more money. It's truly delusional when you think about it. It's like, why did I fucking care? Why did I care that, you'd call, Xbots and you'd fucking say gay station, a little homophobic to be honest, but that was the time. And you would just talk about like sales figures. You'd be like, well, this Twilight Princess sold really well, so guess what, idiots? Nintendo on top. Like, why did I do that? I don't know, but I did. GameCube was mid as fuck. Yeah, but I'd ride or die for it. Listen, most console wars debate comes from people who got a console bought by their parents and can't switch. They don't have the money to switch. They can't afford to have more than one. Like that's why my parents got me a GameCube. I can't get another console. And so rather than like admit that I don't have the full complete picture, I would just sour grapes it and say the other ones fucking suck. And I had the best one. That's where it comes from. Like, I think a real big reason Xbox and PlayStation fight as much as they do is that if you're an Xbox owner and you lose that war, then you can't play a lot of games with your friends because not every game has crossplay, and everyone's gonna get the other console and you're stuck. Like it's like the main reason. It's the undercurrent. Nobody says it, but that's the reason you want to win. The N64 and GameCube both kind of sold like ass, and then boom, Wii. Not really true. N64 sold rather well, actually. Not as good as the fucking PlayStation, but N64 by, I don't know, like GameCube standards, sold rather well. Bro, still in the trenches. I'm getting activated. Actually, the GameCube was a hidden gem. Dude, I remember one line that I remember busting out that I truly knew I'd hit the rock bottom was I was like, no rapper ever mentioned Xbox in their fucking thing. But there's this song where they're like smoking Indo, GameCube, Nintendo. And I'm like, that's how you know GameCube's fucking cool. And you guys don't understand it. That is a legitimate argument that I made in, I don't know, 2005 or something. And you sort of realize that it's, oh boy, you've gotten in too deep. Is the Steam GameCube cooked? The Steam Cube, the Gabe Cube. I don't think it's cooked, but obviously they hit at a really terrible time with the combo of tariffs into Iran and AI memory prices. All these things are making it so it's like they can't drop it for any kind of affordable price. So it's hard to take market share if you're fucking astronomically expensive. But people are saying the controller sold rather well. Maybe there's demand. I mean, right now, I mean, we know this to be true, that Steam right now is the best game store by far in the business, including all the console stores. It's just like the amount of options is unreal. The amount of new indie games coming out regularly is unreal. It's kind of like Netflix versus YouTube, where the indie game scene on PC is so much bigger than console that, I don't know, you're just winning on volume. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it doesn't matter how many big, well-produced Netflix movies there are. You're going to find more things you're interested in on YouTube because there's infinite creators making infinite stuff. So Steam is kind of really advantageous here. And I think if they can get a decent console out, they have a real big chance to take a huge chunk of share. It's just the cost. Why don't they say memory sold separately for the GameCube? You mean they sell you a brick console that can't play anything until you buy separate memory? Why would that? Oh, that's the wrong one. Why would that ever fucking work? That's so stupid. I guess you just trick. Everyone would be so angry. They would buy it for a cheap $99 price or whatever, and then they would be like, or whatever, $200 price. And then they would be like, wait a minute, I can't play anything? What was the first game you ever played online? Dude, probably Age of Empires 2, high key. Or Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds or something. It would be around like 2001, 2002 would be when I first played an online game. And it was so laggy. I just saw my dad recently. This is before he got yelled at by the fucking guy in the pit boss. But my dad was telling me a story about how, you know, in like 2002 or 2003, we were on dial-up internet living in Germany. And, you couldn't have the phone work and the internet work at the same time. You couldn't have both. And so what I would try to do, because my parents wouldn't allow me to be on the internet when they weren't at home. I wasn't allowed to like play games or whatever, because I needed to have the phone line to be able to call me. And so what I would do is I would call my parents out of the blue during the day while they were at work to try and like get it out of the way so they wouldn't have any reason to call me. So my dad was like, yeah, you would just call and then be like, hey, how's it going? How's your day? Like, what's going on? Anything I can help with? And he's like, it was so obvious what you were doing every time. And then one time my dad comes home from work early after I did one of those calls, and he just taps on the window and I'm fucking playing Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds. Caught. What's this? With Grubby's Warcraft 3 tournament coming up, I watched that vid of you trying to teach Ludwig Warcraft 3, and it might be one of the funniest, most painful videos I've seen. What was, I thought I did, he's not, Ludwig's not a natural RTS gamer, but I thought we did okay. I don't remember him doing that bad, honestly. Hey, Troy, I've been watching mostly on YouTube for the past year, and a lot of the knowledge I've gained because of UNLS helped me get a job in foreign trade FTZ management. Just had my first day of things. Hey, this is one of the nicest messages to receive. I genuinely appreciate that. If anything we ever did in LS or here helped you in any way in real life, that's awesome. I do appreciate that. Congratulations and good luck. We had a really good LS meeting today. We had our first long form in-person brainstorm we've had in a while. We got a huge ass whiteboard. We all sat down in person. We smoked a ton of weed. I'm kidding about that part. And then we brainstormed different like ideas and episodes and shows. Which is cool. I'm stoked. Why is it a whiteboard instead of a blackboard? Oh, because of Aiden's racism is the main reason. Go listen to Iceman. When is Iceman coming out? Iceman release date. Friday, May 15th. Drake album tomorrow. Yeah, I'll definitely listen to it. Just for the subliminals, you know? What's he going to say about LeBron and Kendrick and you know, that's I you got to hear that shit. Have you seen all the all the Iceman memes where it's like people being like just making fake songs that are 30 seconds long? Like Kendrick is Fireman, Travis Scott is like Plant Man, and there was like the ice. What was the? There's like they made a fucking Poopy Pants Iceman song that got more views than the actual legitimate leak. That's what you were brainstorming in your meeting? Different ideas. No, we brainstormed like, I don't know, like one of our episodes I was most happy with was the conspiracy episode where we all like dressed up like Charlie Day and we got red string and we talked about famous conspiracy theories. Like I really liked that part of LS. And so we were trying to get more in-depth ideas like that. I think we're going to try and do some stuff like that. The scams episode, I like that one too. I like the scams episode. I don't know. If you guys have ideas on that front. Oh, we're also trying to do like, do you guys remember this? Maybe if you're an old head here, you remember when we used to do the Dr. Battle report, which by the way, banger segment. But the idea of like a correspondent where you have one person and you send them out on a mission. I think the battle report wasn't really this. It was more of a joke because Dr. Battle never actually did the thing. But I think the idea of something like that on LS where we have like maybe someone in the community or one of our friends. I got this guy Anders that I know in real life, and I'm thinking about sending him to Venice Beach to interview people about like what do average Americans think about the war in Iran or whatever. I think that would be interesting because the answer would probably be dumb as shit. Hey, Truck, I'm going to college for mechanical engineering. Am I cooked? No, I don't think so. It's fine. I mean, new grads in general have a tough time, but you're not necessarily cooked, bro. You need to have a better, open more attitude. Yeah, bro, drop out now. Yeah, brother, you're fried. It's over, bro. You specifically. Nah, not even worry. But you know what you should do? You start gambling immediately because you don't have time to be doing this low limit learning shit. You need to be on Kalshi. You need to be on Polymarket. If you drop out now, it's less competition for me. Nah, you're thinking about it all wrong, bro. You're thinking about it all wrong because this person is one of the other people in the Big A chat or in the Atrioc chat. So you want him to get a job so that whenever you guys cross paths in the field, whether one of you has a job or the other one does, you'd be like, you'll have some common ground. You're more likely to be aligned than you think, and then bam, you got an intro. Now you're in. Now you have a fucking connection, Insta. You can be a Nepo hire, which that's their goal to be. What do you think about the LA mayoral race and the rise of Spencer Pratt? If you're not in LA, none of this matters to you and you don't give a shit, but the LA race is unique in that I truly think I'm just not happy with the candidates. And the current mayor, Karen Bass, has done a pretty bad job. And the problem with, I don't know if it's just our politics, it's kind of worldwide, but especially in our politics, is that you can get a lot of traction by just pointing out that the other person is not good. And you can do this to where nobody, like Spencer Pratt, if you look at his history, is just a uniquely unqualified person. He just literally has he has open grifts, he's got massive failures. But if you just say like, Karen Bass has not done a good job, he's getting a lot of traction. And that's, I don't know. I guess I think given that most Americans, and bro, even me spending all day reading, it's like, there's no way you can really understand every issue. So, and given that most Americans do none of that, don't even do any reading, don't do, say 99%, or it's all vibes. If that is how most people vote, they should switch their POV from like, I'm going to try and figure out who has the best answer to every question to which person is less corrupt. That's it. I legitimately think if there's only one question for any American, it's like, I don't know what your answer to any issue is. I don't know what you believe about how to fix the homeless issue or how to just whatever. Just like, don't think about it. Only think about one thing. Is this person an open liar and corrupt person? I think that would be so much better. I think that would be so much better. So you want them to be good at their corruption? If you're going to be corrupt, don't let me see it, It's don't ask, don't tell. Don't ask, don't tell when it comes to corruption. So you think we should all move to LA and vote for you? Honestly, the LA mayoral thing, the under-discussed part of it, though, is that LA, unlike New York, has very limited power in their mayor. The LA mayor actually can't change much. They're kind of like a whipping boy. They're a public figure to be made fun of and blamed, while councils behind the scenes have most of the power. They're like a figurehead. Yeah, they're like a ceremonial target so that a lot of people can get away with a lot of stuff and the mayor is blamed. Not Vols, thank you for the prime. Trump for mayor of every city and president for 2028. Do you think he could do it? I mean, I'm as big a Trump fan as anyone, but does he have the time to run every single city and the country at the same time? Is he going to be able to give them all? He doesn't have to sleep much. So the mayor's like the king of England? No, worse. Because when shit goes wrong in England, nobody blames the king. Realistically, right? The king is a ceremonial figurehead, but nobody's like, well, you really fucked things up. Being king must be awesome sauce. I guess. Honestly, their lives look pretty miserable. Like, the whole royal family seems like a bunch of like miserly, angry, weird, twisted, stunted. Like they have they have wealth, but they don't seem happy. They don't seem like they're thriving. But that could be a British people in general thing. They could be the happiest Brits. Maybe I'm not. I don't have a complete enough picture. Put me in there and I'd turn it around. Put yourself out there, who dat? You can marry in. Is there a princess right now? English princess. Current British prince and princess. Princess Lilibet of Sussex. Princess. Oh, no. Okay, that's. Never mind. She's 4 years old. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We need to find somebody. Lady Louise. Lady Louise is 22. Who dat? You're like 22. Lady Louise. That's the in. You're 22. Okay? What's the Twitter? Or you know what? Why don't you go a little older? So we have Anne, Princess Anne. She's 75. Okay, a little out of your age range. Bit of a cougar. Okay? She's 75, but she's unattached. Because she got divorced in 92. So think about that. 75 to new 25. All right? Suddenly you're in the royal family. Suddenly you're also, she was born third in line. Now she's 18th. All right. So once you marry in, you're going to have to kill 18 people. But then you're in power, bro. Suddenly it's who dat as king of England. If only I knew a master hitman. I'd have to charge a lot. I'd have to charge a lot, bro, if I'm going to fucking kill 18 British people. Yo, babe, let's go on a cruise with the whole fam. Yeah, just marry in, tell the whole British royal family to go on a cruise, introduce the hantavirus, tell them it's the Northern Lion Super Cruise. It's going to be a disaster for sure. They're almost certainly going to die. Bada bing, bada boom. My company is pushing AI everywhere. It's causing call center employees to have to repeat tons of phrases constantly just so the AI can catch it. Horrible customer experience, but the execs think it's efficiency. Yeah, a lot of people come up with stories like this after we did the video with me and Primogen. I got some DMs, including from our former Marketing Monday researcher, who sent some pretty interesting stuff that he's experiencing at his job. He said at his company in the corporate tech world, different divisions like marketing, finance, and legal are being pitted against each other on AI adoption rates. So if like this division adopts AI faster than you guys could lose jobs or pay or insane. He's saying that non-AI users are being warned and saying like you have 20 days to adopt it or your license is pulled. Jesus Christ. And then if you use it too much, you're getting flagged in the system and you have to present why you used it that much to make sure you're not faking it. And yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. That shit is wild, bro. Broski. I was at a recruiting event in April, and one of the representatives started venting to me about how stupid the company's AI model is, and they're forced to use it. Their company has their own AI model? I feel like most companies are just using Claude. I tried to tell my boss my anti-AI bias is insurmountable, but he's making me use it anyways. Why does God give his strongest soldiers his toughest battles? To be clear, you have a job and you could just fake it. So it's not really the toughest possible battle in being faced in the world. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, it's useful for some things, but by God, the companies are forcing it. But, understand your boss's POV is he's just getting pressure from his boss. It's turtles all the way down, bro. Everyone's trying to justify to the man upstairs that they're doing it. I work at Alphabet. Okay. That's why he subbed, folks. That's why he's got the sub. He got money to blow. I work at Alphabet, and the recent survey was people complaining about not knowing direction of the company except more AI. Yeah. I do think that that's been the calling card. Is if you're an executive and you say we're going to do AI but more, then you get applause and your stock price goes up. So everybody just says that. That's the plan. I did the alphabet in kindergarten, dumbass. Fucking tell him, Fummy. Tell his ass. Who's this guy think he fucking is? Oh, I'm an alphabet. I'm a big deal. No. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, bro. I already fucking figured it out. I know that shit. They changed the alphabet song? Wait a minute. I heard this. Didn't we talk about this on the stream? Didn't they change it so it's like they thought it was too hard? Yeah, dude. Are we talking about this? They changed it because the LMNOP section was considered too hard.
They have changed the alphabet. They took they took out LMNOP. It is no longer a letter. LMNOP is out. So this is how they sing it now in school, just so you know and so you're aware, because I was completely confused and so is he. This is how it goes. Ready? Cookie Monster? A, B, C, D, E,
That's my jam. Another shit. Yep.
H, I, J, K,
Bars.
L, M, N, O, P, Q.
Oh, God. What? Soft ass Gen Alpha. It sounds wrong, bro. It sounds wrong. The West has truly fallen. They shitified my alphabet. It's to learn it better so they don't think LMNOP as one word. With all due respect, if you are learning the alphabet and you can't quickly figure out that LMNOP is not one word, skill issue. Skill issue, bro. Fucking skill issue. If you're listening and you're going A, B, C, D, oh, that's obviously 4 different letters. And you get to LMNOP, you're like, wait, whoa. Why is that one word letter way longer? It's ridiculous. What's the Chinese alphabet? Isn't it like 1 million fucking characters? Chinese alphabet song. Let's listen to this.
第一首 Number 1字母歌 The Chinese Alphabet Song.
Uh-huh. Okay. What the fuck? The Ren is on there 4 times. We can't do LMNOP and they have Ren 4 different times and what? They have the Ren DLC. Dude, they're playing Age of Empires? Well, we're so fucked. They have AoE on here. They got RTS games. The West is falling, bro. Although I got to be honest with you, for the Chinese alphabet, just keeping it a stack, that's the whitest kid I ever seen in my life. That can't be the face of the Chinese alphabet, bro. That's the whitest kid I ever seen, bro. Anyway. Well, he's still in the. Wait, look, he's still in here.
This is the Chinese alphabet song. We're all happy when we sing along.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, that just fucked my algo. My recommended on YouTube is Kung Fu Panda, Escape Scene, Mulan. Oh no. Fucking SpongeBob, learn Chinese with Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig is teaching Chinese, the West has fallen. Peppa Pig? Algo thinks Atrioc just adopted a Chinese kid. I guess. Japan's alphabet song?
Okay, I'll teach you a Japanese alphabet song. You know, A, B, C, D, that one. You get.
Kind of loud.
What? There's no way that song is real. In my country, the song is like A B C D E F G, like the usual kid song that is lame as fuck. And the chord will be like 1, 4, 5 and repeat until the parents are dead. But that song just hit difference. Gue kulik dulu bentar. The song is just too good. This can't be real. I'm just gonna play it to you.
Yeah, that's a heater. That's a heater, bro. Song Japan. Wait, they do it differently. If you just put that in on like an anime intro, all of you would say it's the greatest music of all time. You'd have it playing in the background while you fucking wash dishes or play League or some shit. You're like, it's so good. It's so fucking. It does need a random English line to tie it all together. And we're fighting for love. Just throw that in the middle. Yeah. It clears ABC. Not ABC. The whole point of this segment is that ABC kind of fucks. As long as it's the original way. When it's got that hard bar in the middle, LMNOP. H-I-J-K. LMNOP. Bam! It's hard, dude. LMNOP. It's the Empire Strikes Back of the trilogy. It's where all seems lost, and then it comes back for the end. You know what I'm saying? It wakes you up. It's the drop. Eminem stan likes the fast part. Now, where did you get that I'm an Eminem stan? I'm a fucking white guy in his 30s. At some point, I had to like Eminem, but that's not. It's not. That doesn't mean I'm fucking out here standing. That's not. And certainly not the fast era. But all the cringiest Eminem stuff is beyond my time, bro. It's like I was too old to be learning Rap God in high school like some of you guys, like this guy right here. Okay? You guys that memorized all of Rap God in your room, I had a job at that point, bro. I have no worries for me. I bleached my hair. I bleached my hair in like 2000 something when Eminem was a cultural force, when he took over MTV with a bunch of clones. That was a big moment. Of course, I'm nothing wrong with that. He didn't have a beard, is all I'm saying. When I liked Eminem, he didn't have a beard. Now he looks like me. I'm not gonna listen to his rap. He looks like me. When LeBron retires, should the league retire 23 across the board and then suspend the league for 23 years to honor him? Yes, 100%. It is a little weird because 23 is also Michael Jordan's number, and so it would be weird to not do it for Jordan but do it for LeBron. But I don't care. They should do a 23-year league suspension until Bronny James has an adult child that can play, and that's when they start it again. Ever low-key noticed that Braun kind of fell off after he found out you were a Lakers fan? Okay, first of all, if Braun knew I was a Lakers fan, I could die happy. Secondly, Braun didn't fall off. If anything, he fell on. He just had a generational performance for a 41-year-old, beating the Houston Rockets solo with the two other stars out. Katie was out. He wasn't out the whole series. What happened game 2? I actually know nothing. LOL. Fucking who dat? Can't ask him about basketball. Can only ask him about fucking Star. By the way, who dat, you piece of shit? I'm actually calling you out. Who dat, you're a bad friend, bro. I've been asking you Star Wars lore questions on Discord, and you have ghosted me for months now, I think. What? Excuse me, what is going on? April 14th, 2026. Yo, did you watch Darth Maul Shadow Lord? I figure nobody loves Star Wars more than my friend Houdat. He probably watched fucking Darth Maul Shadow Lord and could give me a rec on whether it's good or not. Completely ignored. Then I follow up on May 5th, over a week ago. Bro, you just whooshed me. I found out that Vader fights Maul in Shadow Lord and it's sick. Literally no response. You've been ignoring me. He's outgrown you, dog. He's in my chat right now. Talking about fucking LeBron James. You saw the cinema trailer? What's this? Cinema trailer? Stranger Than Heaven. What is this? I just realized Gen Alpha hasn't grown up with Danny Phantom or Avatar The Last Airbender. You just realized that? You're just now realizing the people younger than you are going to have different shows they grow up with than you? You're... Yeah, bro. You didn't watch fucking Dexter's Lab or Cow and Chicken, all right? Or Original SpongeBob. Maybe you watch that because everyone watches it no matter what. It's that good, but... Or Rocket Power. You didn't watch fucking Rocket Power, bro. You didn't watch Angry Beavers. bunch of shoobies in this chat. Yo, those beavers were pissed. I didn't watch Shadows on the Cave Wall or cave paintings like Big A either. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. I was there when Plato was describing it. We were in the cave together. It wasn't a fucking allegory, bro. That shit was real. And it was actually heat. And you guys don't get that. Now you watch fucking Coco Melon and shit. You don't know about the fucking real. All right, wait. I need to blow my nose before I watch this trailer. Guy talking like the Flintstones wasn't a modern sitcom for him. Bro, for me, the Flintstones was a documentary. That's how I grew up. I had to pedal with my feet. I had to do a dinosaur on the record player, okay? That shit was real. Okay. Why are we looking at some guy back of his head?
東上会
The Tojo clan.
それが俺た
That's
ち
the
の
name.
国だ
東上会ほいじゃあいよいよ兄貴組立ち上げるんじゃの
やっちゃろうや兄貴なら絶対にてっぺん取れますけ
Okay.
ありがとなけどそういうんじゃねえんだ俺たちみてえなヤクザもん
It's a
帰る
Yakuza
場
type
所のない
game.
連中が生きていけるそんな場所があったらいいって思
Do you guys like how we have subtitles on subtitles?
わねえかねえだろそんなのだから作るんだよ俺たち自身で
Okay. How come games are always about crime, you know, glorifying crime? What if there's a game where you just like pay your taxes on time and like work at a grocery store or some shit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what about just a game where you just The Sims? All right, checkmate. Okay, checkmate.
I found a place where I'm not alone, so I navigate.
That right there, that's the Japan you've been dreaming about.
You know I could take
Snoop
you
Dogg?
somewhere
This is Japan.
stranger than heaven.
Uh-huh.
Back streets walking on the edge of the night. Senses sharper than the edge of the knife. Looking to my left, something don't feel right.
1950 Japan, huh?
Just what are we trying so hard to protect? 歌を食い物にして蒼天堀の帝王なんて呼ばれてそれでできた居場所ってのも俺の欲しかったものなんでしょうか
Oh, wow. Interesting. Well, it's pretty ambitious for a game. Wait. There's no way that they've recreated the city in all these different time periods. And it's like...
What's your story? Just a poem for the Yakuza. Some things never change.
Maybe a small map.
Obsessing over one man's death. That's no way to live a life.
I know, but I can't just leave it alone.
If I don't settle this, my life can't ever begin.
Stranger than heaven.
Like dims in the cracks
Nice to know you're not scared.
What's a man gotta do for a little peace and quiet? Dive through the silence with the
Snoop Dogg plays himself? Snoop Dogg is just Snoop Dogg, but in like early century Japan.
dive through the silence with the memories blurred.
Okay.
Remember my promise,
In the
yeah?
air, men come and go, but you leave a prayer. A secret ain't buried, the presence in the past. Rumors rise slow, but the truth moves fast. Underline the depths, names still burn. Don't read
怖い
between
顔
the
してますよ、
lines,
社
close
長。
your eyes and observe the answer.
Oh god damn.
You know, we could always just make our home. Our own country. It's the only choice we got. Our only way forward is to make a place for ourselves. That settles it, Makoto.
Let's do that. Chat, let's just make our own country. All this shit we're at to deal with, it's too hard to keep up with. We gotta fucking vote and this. Let's just make a new country. Who here has thousands and thousands of acres of land that I could take control of? Let's just make our own country, dude. Dan Clancy? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea if we can pivot Dan Clancy's Clancyville. All right, well, this game looks cool. I mean, I'll have to wait on reviews because it could be terrible. You really don't know. But it seems cool. Who's winning? Wait, let's see the end of this game. Let's see the end of this game. Oh, it's over. Oh, who won? Who won the league game? Not Lud Squeaks. They lost. Tragic. Fucking tragic. Wasn't close. Oh, bummer. Right, so Squeaks ditched Hitman to practice for that and got what? Last place? Fucking awesome, bro. You could have had a gaming accomplishment this week as we watch the Squeaks clip. What's this? Is this the Garen thing? We already watched it. It was awesome, honestly. Legitimately. I actually found it to be one of the better.
Our courage must never waver.
5v4, fight no.
Yeah, I mean, I already saw this. We've already seen it. It was great. It was great. It was great. It was great. His genuine lack of recognition at what he did and how important it was awesome. Atrioc would have skipped his grandfather's funeral for a $200 league tourney. Dude, it's so funny how close you are to the truth. I remember at the height of my league addiction in college. This is a true story. I'm embarrassed to tell you, but I'll tell it to you. At the height of my league addiction in college, my parents lived in Germany. You guys know this. When I was in school in Arizona, my parents lived in Germany, and I could not afford to fly back to Germany just for the summer, during summers. So if I couldn't stay with a friend or whatever, then I would stay with my grandparents in Northern Arizona. And so this is like sophomore year of college, which is my biggest league addiction. That's the most addictive I've ever been with sophomore year. I played league all year. So it's summertime. My grades are horrible. I mean, it's really fallen off a cliff. And I go home to my grandparents' place up in Northern Arizona, and they don't even have good internet. And so I'm in Northern Arizona in this little room in my grandma's house, and I have my big ass loud Alienware type beat laptop. It wasn't Alienware, but it was like, that's all I can do. I'm just playing, and I'm just all summer. Like I get there within, for the first 2 weeks, I'm just playing this every day. I'm just playing League of Legends in this room on bad internet. And I'm also like angry. I'm like raging, I'm not like, screaming loud or whatever, but I'm like, and I'm staying up late and I'm like, anyway, I think my grandparents, when they volunteered to have me stay with them, did not expect of the kind of person I would be. You know, I'm just like, I'm only emerging from that room to get food. And then, did they say anything? No. And I want you to understand that I'm very nice to my grandparents at all times. I do genuinely, sincerely love them, and I would never. So it's not like I did anything specifically wrong, but it's like, I'm just not present. I'm omega neat. Okay. And so like 2 weeks into this summer, my grandma goes, hey, guess what? I thought about it, and it's like, you really should be able to see your parents this summer. So I'm going to pay the money to get your flight to Germany. She like wrote me a check. And it was like genuinely such a nice thing to do. It was such a nice thing to do, but it's obvious that a large part of it was motivated by like how I was just not the guest that they wanted. You do what I'm saying? Anyway, so I took the money and I bought brand new fizz skins, and then I stayed right there. Easy clap, dude. Easy clap. It's called profit. You're lying, bro? Of course. Yeah, I flew to Germany. It actually ended up being an incredible summer that kind of changed my life. I always tell my grandma that I really thank her for that because she let me fly to Germany. I surprised my mom, who cried. She was so happy because I talked to my dad ahead of time, and I convinced me and him came up with a scheme where I would pretend to be a new recruit airman on the airbase. And my mom, because my dad was the commander of the base, would often like give a little gift basket and like introduce new airmen and be like, hi, nice to meet you. Welcome to the, my mom would do that. She was very sweet. Okay. And so we pretended I was a new airman. And then I'm like sitting there, like slumped down in my chair at like on the base. And my mom walks up and goes, nice to meet you. My son has a hat just like that. And then I turn my face up and she like is so stunned. Wait a minute. And then she starts crying. It was awesome. It was a great moment. And you know, I ended up having a good summer. And also that was the summer that I was able to go to, able to do this. Look at this little baby. I was able to go to DreamHack Sweden and do these interviews. And that's only because I was, Team Liquid would not pay for a flight from America, but they covered my like hostel and like cheap ass train ride, so I was able to get there in the cheapest method possible from Team Liquid. Because I was in Germany, which is very lucky. And then I got to interview these people, and that led to me getting some connections, and it snowballed a little bit. So, nice haircut.
Hi, this is Atrioc from TeamLiquid.net. I'm here at DreamHack in Sweden. I'm here with Liquid TLO and Liquid Huck.
I don't know. That's what my haircut was. How do you look more bald back then? I'm wearing a hat right now, and I'm definitely not more bald. Your hairline looks better now. It's so nice for you to say, but it doesn't. It's crazy because it's just legitimately better then.
Big cheer.
What the fuck? That's Huck? Yeah, dude. Yes. Huck won this tournament, and I went and partied with him. It was a crazy, crazy moment. Huck Tua. You do look more muscular now. I appreciate you saying that. I'm just insanely thin because I just played League of Legends. And I ate one meal a day. Like, I legitimately am like so underweight probably in this. Why is your voice higher pitch now? I don't think it is. I think it's the mic. Big guy, I keep hearing Ukraine is turning the war around and gaining territory. Not gaining territory to my knowledge. However, they are, by all accounts, and it's not like a great time for Ukraine, but they are just to be clear, killing a lot more, like 5-1, 4-1. And oh, it froze the comp. What happened? Wait, what are people? What's going on? Why is everyone typing "look up"? Oh, there's a glowing chat. Sorry, I didn't see it. Oh, yeah, there is a giant glowing chat. Wait, what the fuck? How much did that cost you? Did you meet Idra? Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're killing a 4-1, 5-1. And so, and they're doing economic damage to the Russian oil refineries. And so, like, they've been materially quite successful recently. And I think there's a general sense of, like, if it hasn't happened yet, is it gonna happen? Like, is Russia gonna really have something that could declare a real win? And if not, the economic damage only continues to mount. Putin's position continues to get worse. I do think some slight change happened with the war in Iran, though, which has given them a lot of extra money. So it's TBD. But obviously, Ukraine has done better than anyone thought. That's just a fact. Ukraine has done better than anyone expected at the start of the war. And it's truly going to be one of the stories of history from this time. What does this say? He said, yo, Atrioc, I need some advice. I'm 28 and single. I've got a good job that travels, but the travel is hard. And it's impossible to date because I'm on the road 98% of the year. And I hate the field I'm in, even though it's secure IT. You're a traveling IT person. I'm stuck between deciding to save for 2 to 3 years so I can have enough money to start a company of my own or going back to school. I would, if you are making $85K a year right now in an IT job, I wouldn't go back to school. There's a good chance you could go back to school and graduate and not make that. Do you know what unless you have something unless you specifically have something you really want to learn. If you don't have a plan, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I would just keep it. Even if you truly hate the fucking job, then look for something else. But look while you still have your job. You know what I'm saying? That just you could just job on the side. And I can understand travel sucked. I had a ton of travel when I started at Twitch. Ton of travel. And I thought it would be really cool, and I ended up really hating it. And I think a ton of travel makes it so you can never, like, if you're someone like me, like, I want routine, bro. I want routine. I feel like I make no progress on my life when I'm traveling. I feel like everything falls apart. I literally just feel like I need steady, incremental schedule to make progress on things. And if not, then I feel adrift and aloof. I want routines as a streamer. Yeah. I think my best streams have been when I had a routine on it. When I don't have a routine, I'm like now. I travel for work and love it. Yeah, some people loved it. At Twitch, a ton of people loved it. Some people just love travel, bro. I think travel's good to do, so I do it, but I don't love it. I think I would be more of a NEET if it wasn't for I had to force myself. Have you seen the plain bagel video on private credit? He provides some interesting data points for why the crisis is not significant. Some folks suggest it's curious if you've seen it. I have not seen it. I like the plain bagels. Maybe I'll check it out. However, I'm very skeptical of data points like that because how do I put this? Many of these things have set up the data point. They've gamed the data points, if you know what I mean. I guess that's the best way to say it. It's the same thing with the conversation with Eisman and bank rec data. It's just like they can manipulate the default rate official data, but the actual default rate is higher. So it's not like private credit is notoriously opaque. You know, in private credit, just for example, sorry to get in the weeds here, but in private credit, KKR just made this big announcement. KKR. This is one of the private credit companies. If you guys don't know what private credit is, just think of the two words. Private means not public. It's basically wealthy, rich people. And credit means loans. So these are like pooled wealthy loans to try and make money. All right. So they've made loans. And if they're good loans that get paid back, they'll make a profit. If they're not, they'll lose money. And private credit says that, like, as an example, let's say that they say the book value of all of their loans is $20 a share. But if you look at what it's trading for, it's like $8 a share or $12 a share, because the market doesn't trust them. The market thinks they're lying about the value of the actual loans they have. And so KKR was like, okay, you don't trust us? Well, if you're going to give us such a discount, we're going to buy back our own shares. We're going to put $300 million into buying back our own shares at $8 to prove to you that it's worth more. But then people looked into it and they didn't even do that. In fact, they made like a new financial engineering method where it's like a loan to themselves that only converts into share. It pays back a dividend, like a 50% dividend, and it only converts into shares if they get back up to $20. But then they announced it as like a big vote of confidence in themselves. So if they're not confident enough in themselves to do this, then how is that legal? I mean, it's not illegal. They just made something that sold to themselves. But I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of evidence that private credit is, number one, more stressed than they seem. Number two, already seems really stressed. And since we have no insight, there's no transparency, I'm going to take the side that it's probably worse than it looks than better. But I'm willing to watch this video. Maybe he's got some data, but can you comment on Australia's budget in the past? I can, in that I read about it yesterday and today. I think it's very interesting. On first look, I'm actually pretty excited about it, because it seems like they tackled some really big challenges that the common wisdom was you can't do anything about them in Australia. It's impossible. You'll never get it passed. You'll never get it through. Okay? So I think they did some very interesting things. However, the devil's in the fucking details. The devil's in the details. And that's where I need to spend more time, because oftentimes when shit like this happens, you find out that, you know, there's like loopholes, there's two-tiered systems, there's like a lot of shit that happens where rich and wealthy people that own a lot of houses can get around it and regular people get fucked. And so that's the situation. All the boomers crashing out at the moment. Yeah, but that's good. You want the boomers to crash out. So I will be reading more about it. I do want to talk about it, but the problem is I can't give you a take on it without knowing the details, and like the very specific, very granular details. But, you know, on a high level, I'm excited about it, because in Australia, if you'd asked me a year ago, you'd be like, they just can't touch negative gearing. They can't make it so. If you guys don't know what negative gearing is, it's basically like, if you have an investment property in Australia, you can deduct the cost of it from your taxes. So like, if you have an income at all, you basically want to have as many investment properties as you can to deduct your entire income from taxes. It's an extremely tax advantaged thing to do. And so it made a huge demand for housing and second houses and third houses and investment houses in Australia. And that's why they have this incredibly real estate bubbly economy. And it's hard to undo it because everyone's already bought it. Like, if you take out a massive fucking loan to get an investment property in Australia because you think that's what you're supposed to do, and then they get rid of this extra thing and now you can't sell it, you're financially fucked. So I always thought they're screwed. They can't fix it. Like, they've created this problem. They can't ever change it. but then kind of out of the blue, they did change it. They made a lot of changes, and changes that hurt big banks, that hurt investment owners. It's like a pretty cool change, but there's like details of it that could be quite bad. So I don't want to give it like the full W endorsement. Like even like when I did the video on Mamdani and the balanced budget, like my gut was, oh, this is pretty cool. But I had to research it first to be like, well, there's some details I don't want you to know about. So there's probably some details here. There was a ruling on one of the big supermarkets in Australia. Wait, really? There's only two, right? It's Woolies and the other one. Coles. They have a real consolidated supermarket. What's this? Wait, they
lost. Jubilation from shoppers as Coles loses in court. The ACCC won the case.
Oh, good. Excellent. Well, that's fantastic.
Legal experts excited too.
I just really am thrilled.
A big win for the ACCC and consumers. A huge blow to Coles.
Is that a special? Nope. The consumer watchdog's high-stakes case alleged fake discounts on the supermarket's fame promotional campaign. In one example, baby formula was sold for $18 for more than 2 years, priced $6 higher for 23 days, and then sold with a down promotion for $21, $3 higher than its original price.
It's camouflaging a substantial price increase.
Coles said that it was offering genuine discounts. Today,
That's a
the court
classic.
disagreed.
The judge said that the price needed to have been stable for at least 12 weeks in order for any discount for that price to be...
That's just a good rule, bro. Like Black Friday discounts that are the same fucking price as they was before or higher. Or the Game Pass Gambit. Bro, that's right. This is exactly what I'm... It's so funny that Australia's grocery chain just lost a court case over the exact same thing everyone's praising Xbox for. Xbox just raised their prices, then slightly lowered them, still higher than original, and everyone's like, holy shit, finally Xbox is back. This new CEO is a savior. What are you talking about? Atrioc, if it's really important, I can open the straight. Would you like me to? Nah, bro. Keep it closed. Keep it closed, bro. I like paying higher gas prices. Is that Trump's secret account? You think Trump could open the straight and he's not doing it? You think Trump could easily open the straight and isn't doing it? No. That's the whole point. If he backed off, sure. No, not if he backed off. If Trump backed off, we'd still have a closed straight, or at least a toll booth. There's like no real. There's no real path to an open straight. Trump would only open it if they renamed it to the Strait of Trumpica. What is the evidence that Trump is the one that could open the strait if he wanted to? He can't. He wants to. He wants to really bad. He can't do it. My president can do anything? True. I work in oil. Everyone's having a very bad time actively trying to get out of this industry. That's interesting you say everyone's having a bad time because every oil company that doesn't go through the Strait of Hormuz, like American oil companies, are doing quite well. I mean, like Chevron and Exxon are fucking crushing. They're having a great time. It's like record windfall profits. So I'm not 100% sure that's true. I mean, there's more money to go around in oil. I buy oil. It's yeah. If you buy oil, it's terrible. If you're an oil purchaser, it's like, oh shit, everything's way more fucking expensive. I can't get a good deal anywhere. Yeah, that's different. That's different. Atrioc, this is Trump. I've been watching your videos and I'm a sleeper agent for you. Let me know when to activate. Activate! Activate immediately. Activate 2 weeks ago. You should have been activating, bro. What's the point of having a sleeper agent if he does the opposite of everything I want? Activate. Wake up. Bro's been deep cover. Marshall, thank you for the prime. Hey, Big A, first finished my first year of college. Thanks. You didn't do anything to help, but I appreciate it. What do you appreciate then? If I didn't, if you specifically mentioned that I didn't do anything to help, then what do you appreciate? Why was that necessary? I don't expect that I did anything to help. What is the? Why are you throwing it under? What do you think of suspension of gas tax? Yeah, if you guys don't know, I don't know if we have done it yet. We floated doing it, but they want to get rid of the tax on gas to get gas prices down that few extra pennies. Because man, they're just realizing how angry everyone in America is over gas prices. Number one CCP supporter. Thank you for the 5 gifted. We'll be talking about the Xi Trump China thing. Actually, we'll probably do that right about now. All right, 8:30. We'll do it in 7 minutes. Oh, the dub is watchable and you DM'd it to me. Interesting. Movie night? Where we watch the dubbed episode of China's #1 film? Not tonight, but I was meaning like movie night. That'd be sick. That could be really fun. It's confusing if you haven't seen the first one. Oh. Maybe someone can explain it to us. Maybe I can have Stefik join our call and explain what the first one was about in a summary. My gas prices jumped from 410 straight to 460. I mean, national average for gas prices is, I think it's 450. And when we did, I mean, I have a clip when the Iran war started of it being closer to 3. Like, prices are fucking up, dude. Prices are up $1.50 since the war began on average. And in California, we're at like $118 a gallon, I think, is the rough estimate. My closest gas station went from $3 flat to $4.99. Yeah, I mean, the idea that you expect to win an election when gas goes from $3 to fucking $6, it just won't happen. You can't do it in America, bro. Can't be done. Never has been. Never will. I promise you. I promise you. People notice that more than they notice anything, more than they've ever voted. Meat prices are up. You made burgers and gas more expensive and you expect to win an election in America? Nuh-uh. No, thank you. Not in my country, bro. Don't think so. Won't removing the gas tax drop the price by 20 cents a gallon? Yeah. Yeah, it'll be like 15, 20 cents. But, you know, they think every little bit counts, which in a way it does. Those gas taxes fund a lot of things, though, so... Do you think Vance will be able to run? No. No, I think Vance is high-key cooked, bro. I think it's going to be Rubio. My honest to God opinion is that they've just dumped all the bad shit on Vance and they've kept Rubio relatively clean. And I think it's going to be Rubio. Rubio's been avoiding talking about all like the most heinous shit. And I think it's going to be Lil Marco. And I do think, I don't know from the Democratic side. But I think from the Republican side, it's going to be Rubio. I do believe that. I've been saying that since they were, since Vance was way ahead in the fucking Calci or whatever, and now they're dead even. Aiden Calvin? You think it'll be Aiden? Aiden versus Rubio? The problem with Aiden versus Rubio is that Aiden agrees with everything Rubio says and goes further. Whatever Tucker Carlson says, Aiden is. So it's like, why would they even be against each other? Maybe Aiden will be his VP. I did see, I don't know if I was looking at one of them, like Polymarket or something. And I saw that Kamala had re-entered the fucking top 5. Oh my God, she really has. Oh my God. No, dude. No. I mean, obviously everything will change as we get closer. God, Tucker. Oh, Aiden will be happy. Tucker's in the top 10. Oh, brother bear. DeSantis can't win. I have zero fear of DeSantis winning anything. Of all of these people, including Kamala Harris, I think Ron DeSantis has the worst riz. I think he just is an active, you just watch it, he's got no motion. He has no motion. Where's Al Gore? You think Donald Trump is top 15? Oh, Lord. Donald Trump's pulling above Pete Buttigieg, bro. The Rock? Damn, nice photo. Elon Musk is on here. Stephen A. Smith? Ivanka Trump? Damn, bro. Sauron is legally not allowed to run, but I guess neither is Trump. LeBron James! All right, we have to go way down, but finally someone I can unequivocally support. LeBron James, dude. LeBron fucking James. That's my GOAT. Yes, sir. If he can lead the Lakers past the Houston Rockets, then he can carry the United States against fucking China. Okay? No one else can help carry our weak bench across the finish line. The Dems have literally no idea they're going to push. I think this is I'm kind of annoyed by this line of thought that the Dems pick who there's a primary. There's going to be a primary. The voters pick. The DNC doesn't pick the candidate. There's a primary, bro. Just like when Hillary and Bernie ran. Yes. Just like, as someone who supported Bernie, the DNC clearly wanted Hillary, but she also got more votes. The fact that you guys believe this is another problem is another reason that makes you don't fucking vote. Vote, you sons of bitches. Nah, it's rigged. Dude, Bernie lost the votes. He lost the fucking votes. I don't know what to tell you. He lost. I wanted to win. I voted for him. I campaigned for him. He didn't vote. People didn't vote enough. Mm. Drake is dropping 3 albums. How about he tries one good album? The Travis wasn't even born. No, this is recent enough they were born. When you go, you sound like a Minecraft villager, and I think that's beautiful. Oh. 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 I'll trade you some emeralds if you vote. Don't some votes weigh more than others in the Dem primary? Like, I swear Bernie won the popular vote, but no, that's not what happened, bro. My whoosh isn't working. What happened was this, and this is scummy. Don't get me wrong, but it didn't change the raw tally of votes. Is that in the Democratic primary, it's like people vote, and then super delegates use these votes to throw their votes, and that's who counts, is like the idea. And it's not, they didn't change any of the votes. What they did was the super delegates would declare early who they were gonna vote for. It didn't, and then so on TV it would be like, well, likely Hillary's gonna win. It was just that the TV channels would make it seem like Hillary had a massive advantage when she only had a slight one. And the idea was to convince people not to vote. But at the end of the day, after all the votes were tallied, she had a lot more votes. So it's like that people just didn't vote. Like, legitimately, that's the reason. You just didn't vote. Which is rigging. I guess what I'm saying is, if you can't be bothered to vote because of that, then it's on you, bro. Vote. And then it's also like you're saying rigged, but had I not explained it right there, if we were to rewind the clock 20 minutes and I were to tell you, yeah, man, they switched votes for Bernie, you would 100% agree with me. If I were like, they took Bernie's votes and they switched them, you would have agreed. But it's not what happened. So it's like you are part of the problem. You're like just so fucking, I don't know. I hate that whole mindset. You're like this just fucking sad sack, depressed, do nothing. They didn't switch votes, bro. They didn't switch votes. It's like annoying. You're just like not good at winning. I wish you would be better, because then we could win things. I wish you would like get excited and like get people out, but all you do is fucking, I don't know, just complain and sit back. You don't, it's annoying. It's like I get a shit team. I want a better team, bro. I want a team that cares about winning. Have you tried activating the sleeper brainwave? I'm just saying I was campaigning for Zoran when you guys would chance now beating Cuomo in the primaries, but you can't say didn't play for it. Yeah, of course they do, but their power is, it's so overstated. Do you know what I'm saying? Like here's the thing. Here's what I'm trying to get you to understand, is that their ability to influence the vote is largely whatever power you give them. It's whatever you believe they have. If you just go, nah, fuck that, I'm voting for the person I like, and I'm gonna get people excited about it, and you get enough people to do that, then their power is evaporated. They're not like The DNC is weak as fuck. They have no media power. They have nothing, especially now. They have no power. So the only power they have is for you to become a depressed sad sack and like, well, I can't do anything because the DNC. They don't, that's the frustrating part is you've given up all agency to a fucking one of the weakest organizations of all time. I mean, Zoran's a great example of this because the DNC supported fucking Cuomo. And what did it do? Nothing. Nothing. Because he had the right energy. I think his energy is so much better than like the people that talk. It didn't do anything. But you guys will only ride on that after it's successful. You'll never like join, not you guys, I'm thinking of some people. But you'll only, like beforehand, you'll be like, oh, it's over. He doesn't have, the DNC, it's over. It's fucking rigged. I'm not even going to bother. And then after it's over, you're like, yeah, I'm all in. It's just like, it's just the worst attitude, bro. It's just so, bandwagon politics, says a Lakers fan. Bro, I'm going to the games they lose too. I went and watched the Spurs blow them out by 30 in the first quarter. I'm going to watch fucking OKC kill both our main players. Did you know that Hera got tilted by Warcraft 3 yesterday? Yeah, I'm supposed to coach Hera after today's stream. Coach is in, we're basically the same level, but I have to fucking get his mental right. Do you think Vance would be Kamala in a presidential election? If that's what happens, I'm fucking so sad. I'm going to Sweden with Aiden. If it's Vance Harris as our options, then I'm going to Sweden, bro. Any lore masters on Hera? Hera played a ladder match against a fellow tourney participant named Pox, who's not one of the top ranked people in the tournament. And Pox beat him pretty badly with a non-standard hero. And so Hera got very depressed and felt like I have no chance in this tournament. And then rage queued and then lost. The DNC is rigging Harris matches. I think the DNC rigged it, bro. I think the DNC is setting up Hera to be depressed before he gets into the tournament so they reduce his chance of winning. I think they're legit doing that. Pox is going to win? No, Hera's going to win, bro. Hera's going to win. He's just depressed right now. After I give him a quick pep talk and I remind him that everyone in this tournament is literally 3 times as slow as him. Legitimately, I'm not kidding. If you actually fucking watch them play, they are 3 times slower. Yamato does not look like the best player. Yamato's the highest elo, but he is, I'm not kidding, he moves 3 times as slow as Hera. If Hera just does a few things that I'm going to tell him to do, he's going to run circles around these guys. Hmm. Pox isn't slow. Yeah, Pox isn't as good. Pox is fine. I'm not. They're not. They're all pretty good, right? They're all pretty good. Everyone's gotten pretty good. But Hera, I think, is the best, legitimately. And I think if he plays safer and smarter, they won't be able to kill him, and he'll win. He also, by the way, the day of a tournament when Grubby's watching and everyone's casting and there's like a few thousand viewers and everything, everyone plays worse and more nervous. Hera's going to play better because he has years of tournament experience on the grand stage. He's going to play better. They're going to play worse. They're going to make more mistakes. They're not going to harass and kill us. I would just make the bet. I'll bet on him. I'll bet on Hera. It would be funny if he bombs out in the first round. If someone beats him, it would be Tyler 1 because Undead versus Orc is kind of hard, and Tyler 1 plays weird, and Hera has 0 practice against it. I think the only person that beats Hera is T1. Also, Tyler 1 has legitimately triple Hera's games from last season. So Tyler 1 could win. I'm not. I will say if Tyler 1 wins, that wouldn't surprise me. He should be the heavy favorite because he has the most games. But I think other than T1, who could lose to anyone or beat anybody, Tyler 1 could lose to literally any player because he's a huge rager. But I think other than Tyler 1, Hera wins. Atrioc just caught you live. What's your take on one-ply toilet paper? I think it's an absolute waste of resources. Yeah, one-ply sucks, bro. That's not good enough. Nah, you gotta go bigger than that. You can triple it up. You can fold it. That's the thing. You can fold it. Could Lud beat Tyler 1? No. One ply is hard times. That even sounds better. 2-ply. Even broke people aren't doing 1-ply anymore, bro. When the depression hits, we all gonna be using 1-ply? Maybe. You know, it's funny. Just getting back to that. Sorry, one more thing on this is like, do you think the RNC wanted Trump to be the nominee in 2016? Do you think the RNC wanted Trump? No, they tried every fucking thing to not let him in, but he got the votes. Do you think the RNC isn't as likely to rig it as fucking the DNC is? Of course they are. They tried everything. They literally had all of this money and they tried to not let him in, but he got the votes. That's all it is. So it's more of a messaging problem. It's like an enthusiasm problem and people just give up, bro. Jeb Bush had so much Republican money. He had more money than Trump by a lot on that campaign. And they got fucking cooked. They got taken over. The party got taken over. This is embarrassing when I came my advice for first comment. I'm 100% confident, and your message is embarrassing. I think your tripling down is embarrassing, bro. You're wrong. I don't know what to tell you. You're wrong. Don't pull out the little fucking internet jabs, bro. I'm not gonna ban you. I'm just telling you, you're wrong. It's I hate our system doesn't feel like any sense. 30% of the population has severe learning disabilities. Yeah, I do think. I mean, the thing I've been watching lately. Have you guys seen the video of interviewing Trump supporters about gas prices? Did someone have this? It just went viral. I was watching it and it made me legitimately sad because it was a guy talking about how he blames Trump. The price of gas is up. He's really upset. And then he goes, yeah, I wouldn't change my vote though. He's like, I still think he's doing good things. And it's like, bro, it's like this fucking Patrick meme. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. By the way, obviously, my larger point is that that guy is still not everyone, and obviously people are changing their vote. Like the polling shows, and the results of all recent elections show that people are changing their vote. People are angry, and yada yada yada. But the fact that so many people don't is crazy to me. Still, your cam never focuses. My camera's focused on one fixed point. It doesn't autofocus. So if I go farther away or closer, it's not focused. You got to consider that most voters are rocks. I don't think most voters are rocks. I think that some voters, and it's larger than I'd like, are dumb as bricks. I do think people change their mind. They do it all the time. In America's history, they change their mind. And I think most people, I agree, most people are busy. And most people are busy and don't feel like following this shit helps their life. And they're probably right. But what is annoying is when something does affect their life and they can see it and measurably feel it and still go like, well, you should watch The Perfect Union by Thomas Massey's midterms. Maybe. I wanted to do when is his midterm? I want to do a video on it. It's on my whiteboard. I wrote, can a Republican defy Trump and survive? _Massey. Because there's this really big story about whether or not Thomas Massey can survive the anger of Trump's vitriol. And I'm wondering if he can. Massey polling. He's losing in the polls? Is there, what's the... Well, I mean, some polls have him losing. The poly market, the betting markets, which have been, I'm not trying to endorse them. They've been pretty reliable on political subjects because of insider trading and because of money where their mouth is. He's winning here. He's leading. I don't know. It's these two guys. This is the guy that Trump endorsed, Gallrean. Yeah, I really hope Massey wins. It would be awesome for like a little bit of Trump independence. I mean, this guy's got different values than me, but some of them we share on the Epstein file stuff. And plus 6'7". Yeah, he's got a spine. He's got a spine. He's got a spine, and as far as I know, no corruption scandal. That's my bar's gotten so low, right? If a guy can stand up to Trump and then not fucking insider trade, it's like, thank God. If they're not openly covering up a child sex scandal, wait a minute, you're a hero. You don't like pedophiles and you're in office? Wait a minute. Atrioc, I'm from Ireland and all the farmers went AWOL over the gas prices like a month ago and the government did nothing. My country is cooked. I mean, no disrespect, but it's not like the Irish government has a ton of levers to pull over gas prices. You know what I'm saying? The Irish, Ireland, what did I say? Irish government. Irish government. I'm sorry. I don't know what I said. I had a stroke. The Irish government does not have a ton of levers they can pull. They could probably do some sort of gas relief thing with tax money, but that's tough to do because it's very expensive. Billy Irish. I mean, yeah, a lot of European countries are getting fucked over by the Strait of Hormuz being closed, but they didn't cause that. Dude, jet fuel prices in Europe specifically are like going to infinity. They can't get it at any price. Jet fuel is so fucking expensive there. And it's not like it's not like there's some easy thing to fix. And it still can't melt steel beams. What if we keep the strait closed so that Europe suffers a little longer? That's one idea. Why didn't Ireland just open the strait? Yeah, why don't the Irish just open the Strait of Hormuz? You should be angry at your government for not doing that. Why don't they just get down there and figure it out? Trump in the chat. Just send the lads. Send the lads, dude. Give them 1 million gallons of Jameson. Yeah, maybe. Maybe you can get the Iranians drunk enough they forget where the Strait of Hormuz is. And then they can't block it with drones. That might work. Haram? Yeah, but come on, nobody's looking. Haram, more like it. Is America exporting more oil? Yeah, they are. They are. Still not a net positive, I think, but yes. America is exporting more energy in response to Hormuz being closed. It's good for Exxon and Chevron, not necessarily you and me. How do I get into the oil export business? You know what you do is you just start drilling an oil well in your backyard like it's fucking Mao. You know what I'm saying? You need to make a smelter in your backyard and fucking drill a well. Run a small mom and pop oil refinery, yeah. Remember negative barrel of oil prices during COVID? Yup. Simpler times, dude. Simpler fucking times. Mao versus Jimmy Beast, who's winning? What's the contest? I think there are things that Jimmy Beast wins in and things that Mao wins in. Who's better at bringing communism to China? Jimmy Beast, obviously. Who's better at basketball? Mao. Who's got a better thumbnail face? Mao, easily. Last to leave this square wins $1 million. That's Beast too. Bernie dunks on both. Bernie had another basketball highlight recently. Bro's goated with the sauce. The DNC's been hiding it from me, is all I'll say. That's part of how they rigged it, dude. They hid Bernie's basketball highlights. If America had seen that shit, the votes would have flown in. But Debbie fucking Wasserman Schultz kept that fucking shit under lock and key. Bernie needs to collab with Mr. Beast like yesterday. I don't think there's anyone Bernie wouldn't collab. I mean, maybe not anyone, but Bernie seems to be really open into going into adversarial spaces. I just don't know what Mr. Beast would get out of it. Mr. Beast seems really The Rock style, dead set on avoiding any controversy or political. How old is Bernie though? Bernie age 84, bro. Sheesh Louise. And he still can hoop? Too young for the presidency. No, he's a baby. He's a spring chicken. He's just a fucking kid. It would be fun to get Bernie on LS. I'd love to do that. I don't know if we could get him. I assume so. If we got Lena Khan. Bernie seems open to that stuff. We should probably get a contact. I need a hustle. Dude, if we got Aiden to do his Bernie impression to Bernie, that'd be the peak of the show. That would be the peak of the show, bro. That'd be awesome. I need to talk to Vox. Dude, low key though, they won't tell us anything, but it feels like Vox is getting bought out. And it's like, I assume they won't change anything because they're buying so much, like it's like part of a much bigger thing they're buying. But I feel like they're getting bought out, bro. Ellison buying Vox? No, fucking the lib son of Murdoch. His fucking lib son who's buying all the lib stuff. What is his name? Not Lachlan is the other one. He's the fucking James, the guy with the glasses. James Murdoch. I think he's got a big fucking media conglomerate of other like NBC type shit, and they're buying it. But we'll see. We'll see. He doesn't change our show. Again, our show's not owned by Vox. They just handle our sponsorships. But I don't know if they're going to be helpful in getting guests. I think there was like I think Vox had like this cachet that helped us get guests. But if it's some guy's thing, I don't think we'll be able to get guests through them. Have you talked about Bakara versus Steyer yet? Do you have any? I think Steyer's got some sauce. He's just fucking rich as hell. We'll see. Maybe I'll do a thing on that. The thing is, I don't like getting caught up in California specific stuff because like it feels weird. It's like I got viewers that aren't even in America, let alone. And then people within America don't give a shit about California unless they're in it. It just feels like a California thing to care about. And I think the problem with Tom Steyer for me is that he's too broke. I respect success and wealth, and he doesn't have enough. He feels fucking. You have opinions on the LA election? All the candidates seem better or worse. No, I have the same opinion as you. I legitimately am not enthused by the candidates in the LA mayoral election. I'm not enthused. Drake released 3. Wait, did Drake actually release 3 albums? You're like the third person to say that. Drake 3 albums? What the fuck? No way. I went to Spotify and searched for Drake and it said no results found. How can there be 0 results found for Drake? Damn, he really lost that battle. I don't see. Oh, yeah, wait, there's only one new album. There's one new album and it's Iceman. Just came out. Wow, interesting. There's 3? Wait, why do you keep saying that? I'm on Drake's discography right now and there's Drake. Drake. Discography, albums. Holy fuck, there is 3. Wait, what? How many new songs is this? 11? 11 on that one? What the hell? 11 on that one? 14 on this one? Does he have like a contract he's trying to get out of? Does he have like a 5-album contract with his label he wants to be done with? 18 on this one? He dropped like 50 songs? Damn, I'm kind of interested.